Mr Chairman, I was part of the European Parliament delegation which observed the polling day on the 15th of May, and I spoke for the delegation at the press conference on the 17th, saying that the elections represented an important step forward in the democratisation process in Ethiopia. So I feel great personal sadness and shock at the deterioration in the situation since then. I think on the election we must keep faith with the observed facts, observed by the European Union Observation Mission and by the Carter Centre, which are that the process to the 15th of May was well run, but that the process after the 15th of May had some irregularities. But it's now 5 months since the election. The whole point of a democratic election is to put in place a functioning democratic assembly. This has not happened. And I would beseech both sides, the ruling party and the opposition, to continue the dialogue to resolve their differences, because unless the end result is a functioning parliament in which politicians of all persuasions are active, then the election process has ultimately failed. And surely that would be a betrayal of the 90% of Ethiopian electors who cast a vote on the 15th of May, often after queuing for many hours. They had faith in the electoral process. I hope the leaders they elected will keep to that faith. Clearly, the government has a responsibility to respect the fundamental principles of the Constitution and ensure fundamental freedoms and human rights. The Ethiopian government must guarantee opposition party members are not intimidated or detained without trial. The government also needs to reopen access for opposition parties to the media. In the run-up to the 15th of May, parties all had good access, but this is no longer the case. And the fact that opposition leaders, who have stated their commitment to working within a constitutional framework, cannot easily communicate through the media to their own supporters is particularly dangerous at a moment when everybody needs to stay calm. There are no winners in the current impasse. If the political process breaks down, then it is not just the opposition parties in Ethiopia who will be the losers. Ethiopia as a nation will be the loser, because it will go overnight from being a leading light in Africa, a beacon for hope and progress, whose president chaired the Commission for Africa, to becoming a failed state. I don't think Ethiopia deserves to become the latest African basket case, so I would plead with all parties to persevere with the negotiation process. Thank you.